Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sub Sunday, episode 84. My name is Jordan, or X Citadel, and I'm here with Kelly. It's just the two of us. That kid, Daquan, I swear, he never shows up. Never shows up.
I know. What a douche. What a douche nozzle. At least I can always count on you, Jordan.
Exactly. Some people actually believe that my name's Jordan. It's hilarious.
It is great.
We get confused for each other all the time, even though we look nothing alike.
You really don't.
No, not at all. So, before we get into what we're going to be talking about, what have we been doing on our channels? What have you been doing, Kelly?
I have been currently sinking my life into The Witcher 3, which is another amazing, fantastic game. I just did Heart of Stone, the DLC Heart of Stone, and I'm actually, as we speak, I'm rendering out 50 to 51 episodes of my entire playthrough of Heart of Stone, and I have actually cut out a bunch of the deaths and how I had to go through. The bad part is I was sitting there playing, and I'm like, what difficulty? Everybody kept asking me, what difficulty are you? And I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm on normal. I finally checked what difficulty it was on. I was on the hardest fucking setting. I was on Death March. I didn't even realize it.
Does it automatically set it? Or
No, I set it up whenever I started playing the game.
Oh, so you were playing the hardest difficulty the entire time? But hey, you're used to it now. If you go back to the easy mode, you're going to be like, this is too easy.
This is way too easy. I can't handle this shit. Let's make it harder.
So I just started playing The Witcher, and I'm still trying to get everything down. So I haven't played any of the other Witcher games. So there's certain things that they talk about that I have no idea what's going on. Except they say that you don't have to play the other two to get this. They're kind of like standalones.
They are. My save file from Witcher 3 is actually my save file from the first Witcher.
Oh, you just carried it over to Witcher 2 and from Witcher 2 to Witcher 3.
Import.
What does that change with the gameplay? Like, how's it?
There's certain different. In 1 and 2, it's a different dialogue. Like in 3, so the biggest differences is in 3 if you choose to go with Triss Marigold as your babe. Then in 2 and 3, if you go with oh my god, I can't remember her name. The Yennefer, she makes comments about your relationship with Triss and stuff like that. There's actual progression of the stories and stuff like that. Like when I went from 1 to 2, there was a comment about how I chose Shawnee instead of Triss.
Swear, a Witcher's life is just so many women. I mean, they're all sterile, so they're good. They get to do what they want.
Oh, yeah. All night long, all night.
And so I've been playing, and I literally killed the first griffin in the game, not even an hour ago. So but the thing that I'm so confused about is he has 2 swords.
Mm-hmm.
What does it matter if I use which one?
Silver is for monsters, steel is for human.
So if I use a steel sword on a person,
it deals more damage, whereas the silver deals more damage to monsters than it does to human.
Okay. That's why you have 2 swords. Okay, I understand that. I also wanted to ask, that scar that he has, has he always had that?
The scars have actually got the one over his eye. Yeah, that's always been there.
So he had that since the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I've been playing The Witcher. Dead by Daylight, I've been playing a little bit with. I tried the Super Fight beta, which ends tomorrow, and honestly, I want to buy Super Fight as soon as it comes out.
I'm not familiar.
Super Fight is basically, it's a card game, and it comes down who is the best bullshitter. Okay. It's basically, that's exactly what it is. Who can bullshit the best? So it plays out like this. I have a set of cards. This is my hero card. This is what he has equipped or whatever weapon, and then a random card, another condition, and then you have the arena, and then the conditions of the arena, and then you have your cards. So I might get my last round I played. I got an Apache warrior with a bow and arrow with unlimited arrows and armed with a chainsaw fighting from an air balloon over a rickety bridge.
Oh my god.
Okay, my opponent was the entire Coachella lineup with armed with internet trolls and a skunk on a stick. And then we have to pose the best argument to see who is gonna win this battle.
That sounds hilarious.
Oh yeah, because it is basically who is the best bullshitter, and then you vote.
And so this is like a 1v1 sort of situation.
Well, you can have up to 4 players. What it does is like I'll go first, and then the next 2 will go first, and then whoever wins out of those first 2 rounds goes against each other.
No, speaking of card games, bringing it back to The Witcher, Gwent.
Gwent is like crack. I'm just gonna throw that out. I spent like an hour playing Gwent.
Did you sign up for the beta?
They announced it, and I was on the website already. I was like, all right, time to sign up for this mother trucker.
So the funny thing is, I watched the press conference at E3, and they said that, we made this beautiful game that, with great scenery and even like the hair work thing, which was new at the time. And they said, we did all that, and yet people chose to spend their time in taverns playing Gwent. So I think they had more people playing Gwent than were actually playing like the story. So that's why they decided to make a standalone game.
Gwent. Oh yeah, there's been comments out there about make a standalone Gwent. People, it seriously, if they charged like $2.50 for a pack of Gwent cards, they would rack in the cash. Yeah. I know. I'd be like, listen, y'all want to see a pack opening? Donate the money now. I would be pack openings all day, every day. I'd be all over it. I'm excited. I hope I get into the beta because I want to play it, and I can't wait to just see the evolution of how it goes.
Is it going to be? Do you know if it's going to be cross-platform or not?
I have no clue. I hope they do, though. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Oh man. I know that you're not going to have like Geralt's deck. The thing with Geralt and the game and in the Gwent game, they gave him the best deck because he's the hero. He's going to get all the good cards right away. Bam, 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 stuff like that. So they put it in his favor to win. This one, you're actually starting out. They have a single player mode they're putting into it. That's actually like an RPG adventure with the cards. Yeah,
it's so great.
And then of course there's going to be online versus, and it's like, oh man, this is going to be so much fun.
My boss is so into Gwent. My boss and my coworker, they're the ones that actually got me to buy it. That they say that certain times when we say, can we ask for a day off? My boss will say, fancy a game of cards. and then we're gonna have to play him in Gwent, and if we win, we get the day off. If we don't, we get to come in. And he's dead serious. I know for a fact that he's. Is it possible? Can Gwent be a physical game?
It actually is. If you got the limited edition, you actually got a deck of Gwent cards.
So could you play though? I don't know.
Yeah, you could. Oh, definitely yes. As a matter of fact, if you go on Etsy right now, for $100, you can get the creature, the Northern Alliance, the Scoia'tael, and then what is the other deck? I can't remember what the other ones are. You can get all 4 decks for like $100. Yeah, so here we go. Cards pleasant to the touch are protected from external influences. Each of the 4 decks include all neutrals, 5 leaders, 3 special cards of each type. Weather cards, command horns, scorched. Decoy, and all the cards from the DLC Heart of Stone. Total 324 cards. Dude, that is awesome.
It might be something that is going to have to be picked up sooner or later.
I need this in my life now. A Nilfgaardian, Northern Realm, Monster, and Scoia'tael.
So I'm dealing with the Nilfgaardians right now, and it looks like not a lot of people like them.
They're assholes, but that's the life. But yeah, no, I can't say enough about The Witcher. I'm gonna be soon having like 51 episodes of the Heart of Stone up on my channel here soon, so it's gonna be big.
How many are you gonna release a day?
I'm thinking about just popping 2 a day at this point.
2 a day?
Yeah, because I can't subject people like That's just going to be a lot of work.
Could you imagine just unleashing them all? Here you go. They're all up. The entire series. Do it like
Bam,
that.
enjoy. I'm pretty sure I'd get a lot of unsubscribes at that point.
So, how's it been on Twitch recently?
Actually, it's been pretty good on Twitch lately. My followers have gone up a lot. Like I'm starting to gain a lot of followers, and a lot of it goes to me appearing a lot on the podcast show.
Oh, speaking of that, I wanted to ask you next time. You know exactly what I'm going to say. Next time you're on, you gotta let White Boy know. Said my name wrong.
Said his name wrong.
2 times. First I got I'm DeWeezy, which there's a Q in my name. And second time I got Dakwazi, which I was like, okay, closer, but not yet. And the videos were like a year apart, but I have them saved and they're on my channel right now because I was waiting for the day.
That's
talk to him.
That's what you call holding a grudge right there.
Yeah, it's all the grudge, and also he put the wrong link in the description. It was bad for me. I mean, I'm not like salty about it, but I just want to talk to him about it because it'll be funny.
Fair enough.
But okay. So first thing we're gonna talk about is teenage Overwatch player accused of cheating. So there's this girl. She's Korean. Plays on the PC.
Instantly makes her better.
Yes, 100%. Because Korea has all the pro players. For every Blizzard game has ever existed.
Yep.
And basically, I forget exactly what who she played as. Some female character. I know she played as somebody that's like real tanky.
Shit, DeQuazy showed up, guys. Look at this shit. He finally shows up.
What? Come on, DeQuazy, man. I swear to God, you never show up. You never show. You got to be here on time. On time when we got. I don't know. I can't keep that up. Hey, Jordan.
He left.
He just left.
For those who don't know, that's the other host that never shows up. Always works on Sunday.
Yeah, who does that? Who even works on a Sunday?
Right. All right. So who does she play? I think she plays May or something like that.
No,
the snow character.
Give me a second. She plays as. I have no idea who this is. I don't play Overwatch. I should know. Zarya. Zarya. Yes. Zarya. Same thing. Yeah.
The sniper?
No, that's the Russian. The big.
Yes, that's right. Okay, yeah.
But basically, I saw some of her gameplay, and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, how? She's like pre-aiming and like shooting at nothing and getting kills. I'm like, she's predicting the spawns, pivoting, and I'm like, okay, well, there's no way. But then when I found out that she's Korean, I'm like, oh. So they accused her of hacking. So I forgot exactly what she did, but she had some special client that they gave her to use to test if she was cheating, and obviously she wasn't. She's just really good, and she told everybody to get good. And I think that's like the best thing. It's the best thing you could do is tell, like, you're so good that people think you're hacking. Come on, it's the way to go.
It is the way to go. Absolutely. I wholeheartedly concur, my African American brethren.
Oh, speaking of that, I have a video that's going up on my channel a little bit. I got in an Uber the other day. So normally I ride my boosted board from my job to my house. It's only like 2-3 miles. It's all good. But that day it started raining, so I couldn't really do it because electronics, wet, not the best. So I called Uber. The Uber comes downstairs, and I walk downstairs, and the guy's like, "Hey, are you this guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm that guy." I hop in. We get halfway to the destination. I realize that he's taking me a weird way, so I'm like, "Where you going, man?" He's like, "Oh, I'm going to like Jefferson Street." I'm like, No. I'm on like Liberty Street." And he's like, "Oh no, I think you got in the wrong Uber." And I'm like, "Oh well, sorry. You're the one that told me to get in. I thought that you were the guy." And we had like this back and forth. It was real awkward. So then he brought me back, and then I literally, like a boss, I get out of one car, then walk over to the Uber I'm supposed to be in, then get in that car. And then when I get in, the guy starts screaming at me, "I was waiting here for like 5-10 minutes, and you didn't show up." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I got in the wrong Uber." And this is a Hispanic male, about 50, and he's basically like trying to talk to me, and I'm trying to explain to him about everything that's going on. Eventually, we get in the ride. It's all good, and we get to near where my apartment is. We're literally like 2 streets away, and he sees a bunch of Spanish women, and I'm not even joking, pulls over to talk to them, and I'm like, guy, come on, we're going. And like he's talking to them in Spanish, and he's pointing back at me, and he's looking at them, and they're looking in the back seat at me, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want none of that. No, I just want to get to where I need to go. I'm trying to. No, thank you. Like, and like they're like the girls were like looking at me, and like I was like really awkward. But I started screaming at the guy, just take me home. Like I don't know, like I felt really uncomfortable. I was in fear of my life. I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I ended up getting there. He ended up complaining a whole bunch, but I gave him like 3 stars, not 5. I gave him 3. Ooh. It's the worst thing you can do to Uber driver.
Honestly, I like Uber, man. That's when I was at TwitchCon last year. That's how me and Big Shikuna got around, and it was cool, man. Like, I got one guy, man. We started. So to give context to this conversation, he was Muslim, and I asked him about it, and it's not like he wasn't a crazy one at all. He was just like, what the biggest problem with all these people out there that are like talking about killing everything, most of them are European. Not Middle Eastern. And I'm like, it's kind of true. And he's like, these guys are giving us a bad name. And I was like, you know what? I'm here. I live in America. I've been in America for like the last 35 years. I don't want to kill you guys. I want to pay my bills. I want to die of old age here. It's like, I don't even care about that stuff. But I'm like, I hear you, brother.
Have you seen the pictures of Iraq, Syria, and like Iran in the 70s?
No.
It looks like America. It looks like America in the 70s.
Exactly like
the women are wearing like skirts, like their ankles are showing. Guys have long hair. They're rocking a man bun. They look like a bunch of hippies in the desert.
What happened, man? I think that's
a turn when you go from Iran and Syria looking like America to what they are now.
Honestly, dude, I think we should all get all the world leaders together. Put them in a room and make them learn Elvish. Why? Because it'll make them have to do something together. And maybe when they learn Elvish, they can figure out our fucking problems and get some world peace going up in this bitch.
I'm not going to lie, that'd be pretty dope seeing other world leaders like argue in Elvish. You're like, what are they saying? No one knows, but they know.
Sitting in a room speaking Elvish, there's a TV show.
Oh, God.
It's like the Perfect Match or something, where pretty much they get 10 people. So there's 5 people, like 5 guys, 5 girls. And they have based on the questions they ask you, they find a girl that said the same thing to those questions.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to find your match. And if all 10 people find their match that the show claims is their match, they get $1 million each.
Ooh. Damn.
And these people, look at how stupid these people are. They're like, oh, that girl's really hot. So then they have sex with her, and then they're like, this is my match. I'm sticking with her. And finally, I've only seen one episode. Like, it was like the last episode, and one guy had his shit together, and he sat in a room. He wrote down all the questions they were asked, and he asked everybody those questions. And it was like, you two are together, you two are together, you two are together. Like, if you just have one guy who can organize some people and is smart enough just to re-ask the questions, then it's the easiest million. I'd have been like, can I come back next season?
Right? That's what's up. Whoa,
did you guys see Independence Day?
No. I heard it did bad.
It's awful. But when you were saying, like, it's like the same thing where they, after the first Independence Day, when the whole world banded together to fight aliens, they're all sort of like kumbaya and like typical because America saved the day. America's pretty much in control of the world. And it's all, there's no global conflicts. Everyone's working together. But there's one thing that didn't make sense in this movie.
Okay.
There was tribes in Africa that fought the aliens for 10 years after that thing of Independence Day. You would think someone would come and been like, hey, man, there's still aliens here. Can we get some help?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'd been like, yo, hey, man, we need to go to help, man.
Also, no one in this movie is a good actor. Sorry. No one.
Huh? Really?
No one in that movie could act. Not even the people who were good actors could act. I think it might be the script. None of them. I think none of them cared.
That's a shame.
The guy who played Will Smith's son.
Yeah. Oh, what
Not a-
was Jaden?
No, not a spoiler, but people know this moment where he's in his jet looking at a helicopter, and he legitimately just says the lines. He has no emotion on his face. Nothing. He doesn't look like he wants to be there. The only good part was the fighting scenes. Like the special effects were really good, like top notch. But everything else, the script was corny and cheesy. It was almost like, Kelly, you have kids. You probably watch a lot of Disney Channel.
Bruh. I've
You know how
watched more
corny-
Disney Channel than we've ever wanted to.
You know how corny those shows are, and how it's
Yeah.
just sort of like whatever first comes in their head they write down, and they don't try to see if people actually talk like that. That's what this movie was. No one talks like the way they were talking.
I hate to say this, but some of those are actually pretty well acted. I'm not gonna lie.
The Disney Channel.
Yeah, dude. Some of those shows are really well acted.
I think it's you saw a bunch of crappy acting, and then when you see like a mid-rate acting from a child, you're like, I'll give them a Grammy. I mean an Emmy. Give them an Emmy.
I'm serious. Some of those shows are well acted. I mean, no, not all of them. The other shows, man. There's those shows on there that I could act better than that. But
I'm positive I could act better, and I'm not an actor, and I could act better than the guy who played any of them. I could do a better job in any of them, and I've never acted. I just know I'm more capable than whatever they were doing.
Like to be honest, I'm not even gonna even give that movie a chance. I was just waiting for what everyone's gonna say, because I'm like, it's really weird when you take a movie that was one of the greatest movies ever, in my opinion. I love that movie, especially when Will Smith punched that alien in the desert. It was my favorite part of every movie, and make a sequel to it. But to caveat onto this, not last Sunday, but the Sunday before that, we talked about thinking of a name for the podcast.
Yes.
Did you have any suggestions? Because I tried so hard, and the thing is, everything I came up with was a caveat from some other podcast. Like one of the podcasts that I used to run, not really run, but I was a part of, was called Headshot Hit Markers, but that was a PKA thing, and I was like, let's not do that. That sounds corny. And I was like, oh, but we're a gaming podcast, but we're not really a gaming podcast because we're kind of a general podcast as well. So it's really weird. And also, I don't want to think of a name without Kelly, because he's kind of the one that started all this.
No, this is my show.
so I'm gonna ask you guys this. Sorry to interrupt whatever you guys are talking about, but I'm thinking about making the move over to Twitch for Sub
You should
Sunday.
have did this 20 years ago. 100% on board.
Gee, thanks for letting me finish. Oh, fuck you too, DeQuazy, nodding your head over there.
No, I'm saying
Okay.
we should have moved it. He's agreeing.
Okay, so I'm thinking about just doing it. It may be after this next episode. I don't know yet. I'm still kind of trying to figure out how I want to make the move over there for it. And then just upload it later.
We were actually just talking about the new name, which we haven't thought of.
Oh, the new name for the show instead of Sub Sunday? You guys want to rebrand my show? What?
We don't want to, you understand the reason. It's just
We should,
because...
I don't know. Do you guys watch Frankie on PC?
No.
No.
It's funny because his name is Frankie on PC in 1080p, and I bet he's regretting the 1080p thing now. Because he does all of his videos are in 4K, and I think we should do something like that. Label ourselves to a piece of technology that will change in the next year. And then we're stuck.
Sub Sunday in 720p.
We're DisplayPort.
No. It should be
VGA.
it should be the Molinex cast.
Nope. No idea. None.
You don't know what the Molinex
No.
plug is? Google
don't.
that shit, son.
Let's see.
Oh man. Okay, so what the hell are we talking? Okay, so Independence Day was a big letdown.
100%. And the thing that I think the whole movie was based on the fact that you were very interested in the world of the original Independence Day. The lore of the aliens and their technology, it 100% banks that you wanted to know more about them and everything else going on in that universe, like the literal other galaxies. it banks on the fact that you are interested in that.
Really?
It tries to. This movie reminds me of a very expensive Sci-Fi Channel movie.
That-
It's like, no lie, I expected Sharknado to start playing right after.
That's kind of painful.
They
No,
ended on a cliffhanger. So it's not really a cliffhanger. It's more of there's other aliens in the galaxy, and we're gonna go fuck them up. We're gonna go to their home world. We're gonna take the fight to them.
So what? I mean, when the mothership crashed on Earth, right? Basically.
No, it lands on Earth. Across the entire planet. It lands. Part of it's in England, the other part's somewhere in Africa, the other part's in then it ends right. The last leg that covers America ends right at the White House. Like literally, like 2 feet away from crushing the White House. That's where the last leg ends. It's ridiculous. So yeah, they land that mothership.
So it covers
Do
the
you want me-
entire Atlantic Ocean then.
Yeah, and most of Europe. Do you want me to keep going with the ridiculousness that happens after that?
No, I still want to give it a chance. So let's not spoil it for everybody as well.
All right, so I guess we're gonna switch to another movie. There's a movie called Range 15. It was funded, it was shot, it was written and directed by veterans, and they acted in the movie. All by I can't remember. They're I don't know what veterans they are of. I know the recent veterans like Afghanistan, and the most recent stuff, Operation Iraqi Freedom, stuff like that. And they basically veterans wake up after a night of partying to find out zombie apocalypse has spread across the U.S. And it is crude military humor the entire time. Bad jokes, everything. There's even bad zombie jokes the entire time too.
This is like
It's got
where
a
can we find
9.3.
this movie?
Yeah. Here's the Red Band trailer.
It's in theaters.
Yep.
Oh.
Now, finding it in theaters somewhere around here, yeah, impossible. The closest theater that's showing it is 3 hours away from me.
Another movie that did something similar to that is Act of Valor, where they mixed real veterans and with actors, and it was kind of bad because you could kind of tell the difference when you had a non-actor and an actor on screen together.
Yeah.
Dude, no lie, there was one dude in Act of Valor who I don't know, one of the major rules of acting in a movie or a TV show is don't look at the camera. This guy could not control himself. His eyes would glance at that camera every few seconds. He could not control himself.
That's pretty bad. You guys remember the whole Dead Rising movies, right? Did you guys ever hear about them? Dead Rising Watchtower and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Endgame or something like that came out recently on, I don't know, I think it's one of the other millions.
I think it's YouTube Red. Isn't that a YouTube Red show?
It's on Crackle.
Crackle.
Yeah. And it's so bad. You sit there and you down and watch it, and the acting is high quality B movie acting. It's over just oh god, but it's so fun to watch though because they do get creative on killing the zombies. They try to bring in the fun of Dead Rising into a live action movie, and they fail pretty bad. But it's like a train wreck. You can't help but watch it happen and enjoy it for what it is because, well, it's Dead Rising, man. The new Dead Rising game coming out for Xbox One is really the only thing on Xbox One I'm looking forward to.
Are you just gonna get it for PC?
Probably.
That was the most exciting thing about Microsoft's E3 conference is that I don't have to worry about having an Xbox because I could just play it on PC.
Now, only if they'll ever bring Destiny over to PC, then our lives will be complete. They won't do it.
Yeah. Oh, Phil Spencer did say Halo 6 is coming to PC.
Nice. That's good to know. It's a shame I don't play the Halo games.
I would be playing Halo all the time. Oh, shit. So I got Uncharted 4, but we got to talk about Valve. So Valve Source 2 is coming out soon,
Mm-hmm.
the Source 2 engine. And there was a leak, a full leak of pretty much the entire game of what Valve is working on, and it's a Battle Royale type game. with different maps and it takes with different like settings. Like it has more than one map, and I'm super excited about that.
What were you about to say, DeQuazy?
I was actually going to talk about the CS:GO thing.
Oh, yes. So apparently Valve is getting sued because of CS:GO gambling.
So there's this guy who is in Fairfield, Connecticut, which is actually a town right over from where I live, and he was fed up because he's lost thousands of dollars gambling on CS:GO skins, CS:GO cases, that sort of thing. So he filed a class action lawsuit against Valve because he lost so much money.
I don't see how that's Valve's problem.
Oh, also another thing that happens with these clouds, Activision does this, and it's ruthless. And Valve, I hope Valve does the same thing. Is since you pay hourly for these lawyers, Valve has more money, and Activision has more money than you, so they will stress this out for years, and you
Until
will go
cannot
broke.
afford to do it.
You will go broke. You will lose everything, and then you don't win.
It says in a statement here that defendant Valve knowingly allowed, supported, and/or sponsored illegal gambling by allowing millions of Americans to link their individual Steam accounts to third-party websites such as CS:GO Lounge, CS:GO Diamonds, and OP Skins collectively. In the esports gaming economy, skins are like casino chips that have monetary value outside the game itself because of the ability to convert them directly into cash. So I think that's the reason why they're going after them.
It isn't going to fly.
Because you're able to link your Steam account to other websites for stat tracking, not for gambling. Like they did before CS:GO came out. Before they even did any of this, you can link your Steam account to to other websites. So I don't think like that will hold up in any court. And then turning it into cash, Valve doesn't. So if you sell something on the marketplace, it gets into your Steam wallet. From your Steam wallet, it's stuck. You can't take your Steam wallet and turn that into real money. So when you go to another website to do that, Valve's not in control of that because Valve doesn't take in-game money and turn that into real money. Valve takes in-game money, turns that into Steam money, and that's where it ends.
Yep.
So if anything, you sue the CS:GO gambling websites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't foresee why.
And even then, I don't think it's gambling when you're gambling for fake items. Like Kelly, if right now we gamble for Hearthstone cards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's gambling. If we bet on and I put out we bet on a hockey game and I said I bet you this 12 fake Hearthstones cards, that's not gambling. Even if there is a website you could go to sell that for real money.
That is gambling.
Even with it's something that has no monetary value.
Yep.
Is it illegal gambling?
Depends on what state you're in.
I'm in all the states.
Let's see. Let's check the official definition of gambling.
Because Call of Duty did this. Wager matches back in Black Ops 1. Dude, I lost 100,000 COD points once. I'm pissed off about that.
Gambling is wagering of money or something of value, i.e. the cards are of something of value, on an event with an uncertain outcome with the primary intent of winning additional money or material goods.
So is wager match gambling and Call of Duty?
Yes.
When you're putting COD points up?
Yes.
But I didn't say that because there's a bunch of 13-year-olds out. Okay, say it's rated M, so hypothetically, there's no one under 18. Gambling in America is 21. So you had a bunch of 18-year-olds gambling.
And to be honest, there's a gray lining there because the fact that you could hypothetically take your CS:GO skins and sell them at a marketplace.
I could make a marketplace for COD points.
I mean,
I get in a match with 6 people, 6 of my friends, and we'll lose to give you 600,000 COD points.
Yeah, you could, but the thing is that there's no established website that profits off this.
Yep.
Kelly, you want to go into business with me?
Doesn't sound like
booming
a bad racket, honestly.
For the booming Black Ops 1 COD points market.
Yeah, buddy, let's get this going. No, dude's probably gonna lose the lose the suit. I mean, there's no way that he can sue Valve for it. Plain and simple.
100%.
Yeah,
I
Valve.
hope he does lose. I
Yeah.
hope he loses everything. I hope his wife leaves him.
Whoa,
Wow.
God.
Damn Quasi, chill out,
He's a
man.
crazy guy. I swear to God. He's something else.
Oh, Uncharted 4 is really fun.
I haven't played any of the Uncharted.
Have you played
Yeah.
Uncharted 4, Kelly?
I played 1. I need to work my way, and part of 2. I need to work my way back through 2 and 3, and then I'm gonna pick up 4 eventually.
4 is definitely the best of the series so far. And Valve does not Valve, Naughty Dog does a good job. So, people like video game movies don't work.
Oh no, the Uncharted could be an awesome video game movie.
I think Uncharted's I think Uncharted's a movie and a video game.
Yeah.
Dude, Uncharted 4, not a spoiler, sat through at least 30-minute cutscene, and I was enthralled. I was like, this is a good movie.
I can't wait for freaking the new God of War. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
the new God of War looks amazing.
So the thing that we've narrowed it down to. Okay, so they came. I forgot who makes Gears of War. Not Gears of War. God of War.
So
What?
Sony.
Okay, so they came out and they said, okay, this Kratos is more Bruce Banner and less Hulk. He's older. He's
Yeah.
been through it all. He kind of stabbed himself, but then he lived. That whole thing at the end of the last game. And the thing that I'm really confused about is either one of two things happens. Either because I'm trying to understand why he's mad at the Norse gods or why what's going on here. And
I think.
Kelly,
Go ahead.
Kelly, these are your people because you're a Viking. So I know it's gonna hit close to home with you. But I was like, okay, he has a son. He's trying to teach his son. It's funny if you watch the trailer. His son shoots him in the shoulder, and he's like, one thing. Trying to train his son to be a warrior, which is funny.
That's Hanzo, by the way, from Overwatch, right there. Hanzo. Yeah. Play the game. Go ahead, continue.
No, that's hilarious. And so either the Norse gods do something, kills his son, and then he goes crazy, or maybe they're gonna hit us with the opposite, and the gods kill Kratos, and his son goes takes over and starts using what his dad taught him and starts being a badass. Which that's literally the only two things I think.
Or they could have a father-son game where you get to play as Kratos and his son follows him around, or you can switch to his son to do other things.
I think I think the gods kidnapped his mother. Kidnapped that boy's mother, and the game's going to be about the father and son going to get their wife and mother back.
And also, if this is a world where numerous religions exist, and there's multiple different gods and everything, because so yeah, the multiple deities. How does that? I hope they explain that, because you have the Norse gods over here, you have the Greek gods over here.
Oh,
are there more gods? What's happening there?
I think he's gonna wipe out the Norse pantheon. Then he's coming after the Egyptians.
Here's a quick story, alternate story. So you guys know the story of Moses?
Yes.
With the 10 plagues?
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's that I learned this from a philosophy teacher, that the reason why there's 10 plagues is because the God of the Jews sent him one plague. The God of the Egyptians got rid of that plague, handled the plague. So the God of the Jews sent another, and it was like a battle between the gods to see who was more powerful, between the Egyptian gods and then the God of the Jews. And then finally, at the end, the God of the Jews wins. But that's why there was 10 plagues, and that's why they all kept going away at the end.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I'm digging the beard, Kratos. Keep that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, bearded Kratos looks pretty badass.
And still wouldn't mess with him. Nope.
No. By the way, we were talking about Witcher 3 earlier. CD Projekt Red is still supporting The Witcher 3. There are still patches and updates coming out for it almost a year and a half later, which is amazing because you don't get that kind of support from big AAA gaming industries, not even remotely.
Another AAA company that's still supporting their games, Blizzard just put out a patch for Warcraft 3 and Diablo 2 to support 21:9 monitors.
Yeah, but that's not a update to the gameplay. They're not adding anything new. They're just updating it so that way people can use it on bigger screens.
And they've done they're mostly the thing they're doing with Warcraft 3 and Diablo 2 is making it so that you can they don't run into a Fallout 3 problem where
Yeah.
Windows it doesn't run. Like I still think that's great though. They could easily say there's no point in us doing that. The amount of people who are going to play Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3 does
there's
not make it
still
worth.
huge community on those two games.
I think Diablo 2 was stuck at 4x3 before. I think
Yeah,
you
it
had to
was.
play at 4x3 before. Yeah.
You did.
So that's good that you could even play at 16:9 now.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I want to talk about the Kanye music video.
Oh
Now-
dear God, what did Kanye do now?
This is probably the biggest stunt that Kanye has ever done.
Drop a link.
All right. Well, I mean, you can't really watch the music video because it's on Tidal and no one has that.
I got Tidal.
Why?
Kanye is my role model. I love Kanye. No lie.
So
I actually like
Oh,
Kanye.
Real quick, I'm gonna call Jordan out, man. What the fuck's up with this, man? You get a fucking tweet from Black Panther and you can't even tell somebody
Oh
about
yeah,
it?
we had to
He
go
talks
look for
right
that.
to
Yeah,
you, son. What is that shit?
he talked directly to you.
He said Jordan.
The leader of Wakanda himself talked to you. Out of all people, he chose you to talk to you. You didn't say shit to us.
First of all, he said that to everyone. You could have tweeted him, and he would have said, "Hey Cole." He would have said, "Hey Kelly."
I didn't see all those. I just saw the one with you, so I don't know.
They must have called he must have said like 1,000 names because all my other so there was a promotional thing on Twitter that said choose a side, Team Cap or Team Iron Man. I chose Team Cap, and then I immediately got a tweet from Black Panther saying that. So they had to have record like 1,000 names, like that one clip with a ton of names for whoever comes in.
He says,
So I'm not special.
You're special.
I wish I
to me.
was.
Full homo. So I dropped a link in the chat. So basically, to sum up this video, there is a bunch of naked bodies in a bed. Now we're not talking about bodies. Every single one of these people are celebrities, and I'm gonna go down the list. We have Kanye himself, next to Kim, Taylor Swift, Donald Trump, Rihanna, some Vogue editor from the Vogue magazine, Chris Brown, Bill Cosby, Caitlyn Jenner, George W.
Seriously?
I'm not even joking.
Not the
Amber
actual
Rose.
people.
No, not the actual people, but there are people that look like either these were wax people, or these were like really like good lookalikes that they used like just a bunch of makeup and stuff, and they're all like naked. They're like completely naked in a bed together, and it's all like, and the camera slowly pans over everybody, and then you get the Kanye. You get the weird thing is that it goes Kanye, Kim, Ray J, and I'm like, oh, they're doing that on purpose, and I'm just waiting for the lawsuits to happen. Kanye tweeted after the video was released saying that like, oh, come on, sue me, I'm waiting, my lawyers are on standby, because especially the Taylor Swift one, because Taylor Swift is topless in this and looks just like her, same haircut, same facial features and everything like that.
Yeah, that's Taylor. She got to be mad. She already doesn't like Kanye.
Yeah. So crazy, but this guy knows how to generate a whole bunch of buzz, a lot.
Listen, all I'm saying is we get Kanye, we get the Kardashians, we get Paris Hilton, and we go find the Temple of Anubis and offer them up as a sacrifice so they would stop killing all the people that are actually talented in 2016. It's like, if we give you these, will you give us back Alan Rickman and Prince and fucking Antoine Yelchin? Because we just lost Chekhov, man, from the new Star Trek movies. Chekhov died recently.
There's a recall on his Jeep now.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Apparently, there was a problem with the parking mechanism on his car, and it didn't go into park when he thought it was in park, and it rolled back and crushed him in between the fence and his car.
Yeah, so his I guess shifter on an automatic went from park
to neutral.
I mean like the top from bottom, we went drive, reverse, neutral, park, and he went down to pull it into park. It locks at neutral. He thinks it's in park, gets out, and then turns around, and his car's coming at him.
And it pins him and crushes him. He died of instantaneous asphyxiation.
That's awful.
God.
Yeah, that's awful, man. Because he was a brilliant actor. I mean, he was an amazing actor. That his life got cut too short. Now he's going to be in the new Star Trek movie. I don't know how they're going to deal with him afterwards. If they're going to make any more of these movies because of this, but they may end up just killing him off in the movie, which would be fine.
I don't think. I think it might be too late to do it now. When is it? This it may maybe not. It's got like a month before it comes out.
Yeah. So they because as far as I know, all the shooting was done.
Yeah, they were totally done. They
They were
had
done.
showings of it. They had showings of it.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of they may just say, okay, he died, or they may just say, dedicate it to Anton Yelchin.
They could in the next one they could do what they did with the Hunger Games. Philip Seymour Hoffman died while
Yeah.
shooting the Hunger Games, like halfway through. And pretty much what they did is they did CG for the rest of him, and I promise you, I could not tell what scenes were not. Like he looked. They might do a scene like that where he is. Chekhov is a red shirt, right?
uh,
Pretty sure he is. He might. They might send him on a mission and sort of like have like a special thing, like in the movie where it's like this is his last. Like you kind of get the feeling this is his last mission.
Pavel Chekhov. He was actually a yellow shirt, not a red shirt.
Ah, well,
Re-
first time a yellow shirt about to die.
Yeah. Ahura, Scotty, and security were all red shirts. Communication officer, engineering, and security were all red shirts. Scotty,
Awesome.
the only red shirt that never died.
Cole, if you don't know, and all the Star Trek TV shows, if like Spock and the captain and three other red shirts go down on a mission, those three red shirts are dying, and Scott and the captain are making it back.
This has happened multiple times.
All the time.
Oh yeah.
You get if you put on a red shirt, you were dead.
Yep.
And they still got more people.
Oh yeah. I mean,
How big is think how big the Enterprise is? It's got like
Yeah, it's huge.
I do that VR like where you're the captain on the bridge. That looked awesome.
yeah, dude, that VR looked amazing.
So I'm not, I don't normally follow Star Trek, but basically, is it like in this game, the VR game we're talking about, like, so you're the captain, and like
you could be the captain, but it's multiplayer, so you have your whole crew with you.
Yes.
So each member of the crew is filled by another real person, and then the captain telling them what to do as they're battling other ships.
Oh, so you guys like, if you look over here, you can like, hey, you do this, hey, you do that.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's perfect. That
They did it with a bunch of the cast and crew from Star Trek. They had like LeVar Burton there. They had Jerry Ryan there, which played Seven of Nine. And a couple other people. I don't remember exactly who all was there. I know LeVar Burton, Jerry Ryan, and Carl Urban was there, which is the new Dr. McCoy. So I mean, they had a lot of people there playing it.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool.
Star Wars is getting VR.
Yep.
Sort of.
The Batman's getting VR. Doom.
Don't know how that's gonna work.
Fallout is going to get VR. I am ready for the Doom VR. Doom is going to be fun.
Whatever. That Farpoint game looks fun. They're also Sony. I saw an interview, but Sony isn't locking their headset will be able to be used on PC.
Really?
They said all it takes is a HDMI, HDMI and a USB to power it.
Oh hell yeah!
it's good that people
There's also
get into the PC game.
there's even if it's not, I get like people come out with shit to make it'll be compatible
yeah.
with PC.
Give it enough time, that'll make it compatible.
There's a thing for Hive to play Oculus exclusive games. There's a thing that's $20 and you can play Oculus exclusive games on your Vive. So Facebook can't be has to be mad about that.
No, they won't be. They'll try to be, but they can't do anything about it. Because we will find a way, ladies and gentlemen. We are.
Horizon, that looks really good.
What is it? Horizon Zero Dawn
Zero
looks
Dawn, yeah.
amazing.
I'm really interested in, like, I want to know how the world got that way. Like, I want to know the lore of that.
Yes.
And you
Days
know how the
Gone.
world-
I am ready for Days Gone.
That just looked. The reason I didn't like about that is I didn't like all the hordes. Like it seemed like it was just going to be a lot of shooting, and I don't know.
That was just a demo to give you an idea of what could happen. You know, it's probably not going to be a lot of like shooting at all times, but what I like about it is it feels a lot like The Last of Us, and The Last of Us was a fantastic game. The gameplay, the story, and everything like that. This game looks amazing. Like it's an open world on top of that. There's not like a set string. It is an open world, which is excellent.
I like the open world thing, but the thing I really didn't like is the thing I liked about The Last of Us is you have to like scavenge for ammo and things.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled out that AR and had 750 rounds. So unless that's just like
It's a demo. It's an E3 demo.
But I feel like if you're going to show what the game is, you should show what the game is and not what.
They probably just wanted to demo. They probably wanted to demo off the gameplay and kind of give you an idea.
They didn't show the gameplay. They didn't show the gameplay. They show if they show the gameplay and 750 rounds is what you get.
Hold on.
That's not the game.
Let's stop bitching and appreciate the fact that horde looks fucking amazing with that many creatures on it.
12
Look
FPS.
awesome. No, it looks amazing.
PS4 lags when you got two death claws coming at you. That's going to be 12 FPS. It's going to be laggy as fuck.
It looked amazing.
It's going to be laggy.
I don't even know what game you guys are talking about.
So whenever this game comes out and it's awesome, I'm going to make you eat those words.
I'm just saying, if it runs above 12 FPS, I will apologize on stream.
You're going to eat it. You will. I promise.
Okay, so
By the way, here's the gameplay in question. If you want to skim through it, it's going to be amazing. So you can just suck it. If you skip into about 5:13, he's dealing with hordes following him right now, and it looks good.
I'm getting a really like a World War Z type bunch of zombies falling over each other, run really fast type.
But see, as far as I understand, they're not actually zombies. Like they're just crazy people.
That's.
Well,
there was that one Smeagol-looking thing.
Yeah, there's a virus and stuff that's making them be this way, but I think it's not. I don't think they're specifically supposed to be zombies. I think they're supposed to be like. I don't know exactly what they're supposed to be called just yet.
BioShock False Republic looks good.
There's a new BioShock game?
Yeah, it showed it at the PC Gaming Conference.
I didn't see that part, unfortunately.
I'm lying to you. Dean Hall didn't even show up. I don't think Dean Hall went to that PC Gaming Conference either, and he had that new game where you had an organ system.
Oh wow, who cares?
That's why Daisy runs badly, because you got a heartbeat. And blood flowing through the veins.
Yep. There you go.
He probably left midway through. No, he has to go into early access before he leaves the game, so he can get some money.
Yeah, that's very true. He has to do that. He has to, and a lot of people are trying to defend DayZ, but it's been in alpha for what, the last 3 years now?
Oh, that's not a complete game yet?
No.
And it was in development before that.
Yep.
People always defend they're like games take a long time to make. When's the last time a game took 4 years to make, and it's not as people they popped out Skyrim faster than they did.
They popped out Fallout 4 faster than they did this game.
Fallout 4 was in development since Fallout 3. When did Fallout 3 come out?
I don't remember, 2006 or something like that. But they still popped out a better game. They didn't give us a half-made piece of crap.
Yeah, games have been announced and released faster.
Games like that have been announced, released, and full release before that has. Like Ark Survival is still in better working condition than it is, and it came out afterwards.
It's got like 10 frames on DayZ, to be honest.
So, I want to talk about the Twitch giveaway thing.
Okay, break that down for us. I don't know what's going on with this.
I found a Reddit post where I found all this from. So the title of the Reddit post is, so Twitch is now a lotto site, ? $5 lotteries? It doesn't take a genius to see this coming. Doing a supposed giveaway stating you have to follow the channel to be eligible to win, then turning on sub-only mode and saying to enter the contest, type something, makes that entire thing a lottery. You have to pay $5 to enter the lotto for some virtual item. And basically what's happening is that there are some top tier streamers, I'm not going to name any names, that are doing this.
Drop names, I don't care.
Well, the thing is that everyone's like, it's not like, I don't really know, but I know that it has a lot of play and a lot of people are talking about it, but I just want to talk about the concept of it. Do you guys think like this is just good marketing of people just saying like, hey, you want to be in this giveaway? Do this, or you guys think it's scummy?
It's scummy. It is. All my listen, the only like when I do giveaways on Twitch, the only thing you have to do is you have to be following the channel and you have to have some of my channel currency. But if you hit the follow button, you usually end up having enough channel currency to enter anyways. And you earn channel currency just by watching the stream. You know, it's a basic reward just for hanging out and being part of my channel. You earn the power coins, which is what I call my channel currency, in order to enter in the giveaways. And for the most part, I make most of my giveaways, unless it's something really good, I make most of my giveaways like 1 power coin, and you can buy this many tickets. And that'll give you that amount. But you have to be following the channel. If you're not following the channel, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna give you the thing because you're not supporting the channel.
Exactly. It makes a lot of sense. Did Jordan just peace out?
I think he did.
Yeah, he just here we go. But and also another thing that I've been seeing recently, Twitch has this new recommended thing. When you log in, it shows you recommended channels, and they're all like channels that are in another language. And I'm like, okay, I don't know any. I don't even know what that title says. I know what game they're playing, but I have no idea what's going on. How are these recommended to me? Yes, I understand that they're like the tippity top of the top, but you should recommend me based on things that I watch.
I like. Yeah.
Like if you see I'm watching a lot of Destiny streamers, show me Destiny. See me watching a lot of, DayZ, that sort of thing.
Let's see. When I load up Twitch, the first thing I see is One Nation of Gamers playing Overwatch, CEO Gaming playing Smash Brothers, Super Mario Hour Challenge, Drabian. He's a speedrunner, I guess. Look, the Dota International Qualifiers. The Speed Gamers, they're playing Zelda right now. And the Galliant Gamers TV playing Smite. I do not like any of these at all. I have zero interest in any of these games except for maybe the speedrunners, and that's about it.
I mean, Twitch is trying out new things. Speaking of trying out new things, did you see the new creator, it's this YouTube creator thing that's going on?
I hit the X button immediately.
Oh, but the thing is that I actually looked into it, and it's actually pretty cool.
Okay.
So depending on how many subscribers you have, depends on what type of support and things, whatever you get, and there are different levels. So it goes 0 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000, 100,000 plus. I think that's
okay.
That's
so the people who don't have very many subscribers are not going to get dick.
I think I'm gonna see. I know that I posted on their their forum because it was listing me at the wrong thing. Okay, so Graphite, which is 0 to 1K, learn with the Creator Academy, manage your channel with Creator Studio, get support for monetized channels. Okay, that's basic. Opal, which is 1K to 10K, join a Creator Day to meet and learn alongside other creators. Visit a YouTube Space event or workshop near you. Attend local meetups and get to know creators in your area. So I was like, okay, I just want to see about this. So I clicked on Opal. That's where I'm supposed to be because I have 1,600 subscribers. Even though all of them aren't active, they're still there. So I was like, all right, I qualify for this. And I looked for YouTube Spaces near me and everything like that. And the one that's near me is the one in New York. So I can go to that one because I'm literally one train ride away. And I have the ability to RSVP to a certain creator workshop. And they verified my channel. But the thing, when they went to verify my channel, they said that I have 0 subscribers. And I'm like, well, no, I don't. And I thought, okay, maybe I have the thing checked on my on my channel saying that I don't show my subscriber numbers, but I have it up, and I'm like, guys, I need to know this because the meetup was supposed to be for tomorrow, and I could have went, like it could have been a thing, and they could have like it could have been a thing. I could have went there, vlogged it, showed everybody that this is real, you know, that sort of thing.
Drop me a link real quick.
Okay.
Anyways, keep going.
And so basically, this is the Opal one. So basically, I just want to look into more of that because that looks pretty cool. And I mean, I'd want to see like what's going on, what's happening there.
All right, let's see. Attend local meetups. See upcoming events. Let's see. My subscriber count says 02. There's one in New York. There is YouTube Live Learning Hangout bearing YouTubers live. Let's see. There's one in Singapore. Or no.
That's close.
London. I could make it to the London one. Tokyo. I could do that. Yeah, we could get there, guys. We could get there. London. Yeah, there's nothing near me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks.
This is an interesting idea, except for they suck at this. They're doing a really bad job. I don't know, man. I guess it could be beneficial. I wish they would just get FouseyTube's face off of that image right there. That would make it even better, in my opinion.
You don't like the FouseyTube?
No, he's a douche. He's gonna get shot one day doing these pranks, man.
Well, I mean, to be honest, these prank YouTubers are going. I think some prank YouTubers actually got in trouble because they were doing the fake bomb prank thing, where they were taking like a backpack. They would run up and they'd be dressed as in like an Arab individual, and they would say like Allah Akbar, and like they'd throw it, and then everyone would freak out. But like I think his name is Joey Salage or something like that. He did a video recently doing the same thing, except he said it was a social experiment, as everyone likes to say nowadays. And what he did was that he did that sort of thing, dressed up as the Arab man throwing fake bombs at people, but he also did the same thing as a, dressed up Jehovah's Witness guy. And he said, like, hallelujah or praise God. And he did the same thing. And, obviously people didn't react the same way because they're like, wow, there's a guy throwing a bag at me. And it's like, this guy doesn't understand. And people are getting, I know that recently there's some pranksters who tried to pull the whole fake bomb thing, and they actually got arrested. It's in the UK, and they got sentenced to, I think it was like a bunch of, I think it was like 6-7 years or something like that. Was
good.
Because, they faked a bomb prank at a national building. It was like a federal building or something like that. And yeah, you should go to jail for that because it's kind of a huge deal.
Dick move.
I mean, pranks have changed so much. Like before, like
the Warner Brothers had it right. Okay, you know how the Warner Brothers used to prank each other? Because legitimately, the two brothers that created Warner Brothers Studios used to prank each other, and that's why a lot of the gags from the cartoons came from. Like the Warner Brothers, during a meeting, they would get one of them would crawl underneath the big conference desk and light the other one's shoe on fire.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. Or they would tie their shoes together and ask them to stand up and do stuff. Just ridiculous things like that. They were legitimate pranksters. That's funny.
One prank YouTuber that I follow, I think it's Magic Rahat. I forget exactly. He's more of a magician than a prankster, but he does pranks on people. And one thing that he did recently that I still have no idea how he did, some sleight of hand magic stuff. He's holding a chicken and he goes up to people and he's like, "Hey man, you want to hold my chicken and everything?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right, let me get it to you." And then he pretends to rip the chicken's head off, and he has a fake chicken head. And I don't know how, but it made it look real. And he's like, "Oh my God, no!" And then everyone's like, "Oh my God, you ripped that chicken's head off!" And he's like, "No, it's okay. Look, he's fine." And then everyone thought that was pretty cool. So that's like I like pranks that were like, the guy that got pranked will laugh at the end.
Yeah.
Another thing that I love is that there's this guy who he runs around with pillows, and he'll run at you, throw a pillow at you, and want to start a pillow fight. I think that's hilarious. I
seen
love that. I love those.
because majority of the people, if you ran up to them, throw a pillow at them, and say, "Let's go," they would do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they would
Majority
do it. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Run to me with a pillow. It's going down. It is going down. We're
Exactly.
pillow fighting today.
Some Sunday meetup pillow fights, everybody.
Exactly. Everyone bring a pillow. It's gonna be great.
Gonna beat the ever-living crap out of each other with pillows. Oh man, I don't know, man. All right, let's. Is there anything else you want to bring up?
Okay. Final topic: the Poodle Corp hacking thing.
Yeah, they didn't. I'm not sure if it was them, but I'm pretty sure somebody was responsible for bringing down Boogie's channel recently, and they deleted it. Now it's fixed now, but
So Poodle Corp is one of those like anonymous type Lizard Squad type people who just go around and hack people. And recently they've hacked Boogie2988, which he's the nicest guy in the world. Like out of all the people to hack, he's not the guy to go after. I mean, there are people, I'm not saying that deserve to be hacked, but they just like make terrible videos and they just do terrible things. So those people, maybe. Lily Sings, who she's online as Superwoman, I believe. That's like her title. She's a huge YouTuber, has billboards in LA and New York and stuff like that. He also, they also hacked this guy named Red Scarce. He's a part of like Red, which is like FaZe Clan. I have no idea how that works. But basically, this one I think that was like the craziest out of all of them, because what happened was that he hacked him. He took his Twitter, took his Instagram, took his YouTube, and then released his private conversations with his girlfriend, and also released his girlfriend's nudes.
that's fucked up.
Yeah, to everybody. And
That's
it
just
was
wrong.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is that like his girlfriend has like a career, she was doing stuff, and I feel bad for her because now this is out there, and you have the people that follow Poodle Corp and the people that support these guys retweeting, sharing, saving pictures, tweeting them at people, and it ruins people's lives, and I think it's crazy.
It is that's ridiculous. I mean, just doing stuff like that to people it's ignorant.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, people spend their time making this videos, and you want to shit all over their work. I mean, how would these people feel if it did happen to them?
And it doesn't really solve anything. It just
It doesn't. It doesn't. But all right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed Sub Sunday. If you liked it, make sure you leave a like and a comment. And like I said, Sub Sunday meetup pillow fight, guys. It's
pillow fight was going to happen. A little bit of things before we close off here. If you guys want to be on Sub Sunday, message either myself, that's Jordan X Citadel, or Kelly here, and you can get on the show. You can see there's only 2 of us right now, so that'd be great. And also, we want to think of a new name for the show. So if you guys have any suggestions at all, just throw them down in the comments. We're up to interpretation. We're probably going to talk about it on the next show. But with that being said,
and we're going to make a move over to Twitch here soon. We're going to be doing the live show on Twitch, and then I'll be uploading it over to YouTube. And actually, if you want to, DeQuazy, you can start uploading it to your channel too.
Oh, I have been.
Really?
Yeah, I've been doing this a while now. Every episode I've been on, which is like, that's like 10, 30, 60, 80. And they're like, what do we even do? I'm like, I'm on there sometimes. Technically, I'm supposed to, but I have a job. And
Nice.
It happens sometimes, but so message us. Pillow fight coming soon.
So okay, before we move on, there's one more thing somebody just posted in the chat, and that is apparently it wasn't Red Scarce, it was another person with a red name.
It was another person with the red name?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Well,
okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll keep you guys updated on our new name for the show. Now, I'm not going to change the numbering scheme. It's just going to be whatever the new name is, number whatever. And then we're going to be moving it over to Twitch soon. So I just have to find a good overlay. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome. I love your face. Bye.
Bye.